Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about creating list follow-up emails. Now the reason we do this is because we need to build a relationship with our subscribers. And it's important to start building that relationship with the people that opted in to your squeeze page. You need to ensure you give regular value to your subscribers. So how do you provide value? You provide value by helping them. Give your subscribers a piece of the solution. And by doing this, they'll get to trust you, they'll want more of it, and they'll start to buy stuff from you. Now there are three types of emails that you can send out. Emails that sell, emails that educate, and emails that both educate and sell. So what can you send out to your list? You can send out anything you think they may find useful. And this could be a blog post, a video link, an audio that they can listen to, PLR products, or even short courses. You can also send them links to products that they might find useful. But what you don't want to do is start sending too many offers out to them, because if you keep doing this, then people are going to start to unsubscribe, and they're going to just think, oh, this guy, he just wants to sell me things all the time, and I'm getting fed up with this. I'm going to hit unsubscribe. So I'd recommend that you send out offers once or twice a day. That should be enough. And remember, the money is in the relationship you build with your list. We've now set up our squeeze page or opt-in form on our blog. So now what we're going to do is actually test it. So the person would come along to the blog, they'd put in their name and then their email address, and then they click submit, and then they'll be sent this free gift on video marketing for beginners. So let's click submit. And the person would then get an email Remember, it's come now from John Smith. This is the name that I put in the autoresponder. So, for example, John Smith is sending us information, and it says confirm your subscription. So at this point they would confirm it by clicking the link in the email, and it's saying it's been confirmed. But at the same time they were sent the download page for signing up. So at this point they could actually download the file here. So now somebody's opted in to the London Web subscriber list. So what you can do is you can then go to your Aweber, log into Aweber, and then you want to come up to where it says subscribers here and click on search. And what we're going to do is we're going to search for anyone who's actually in the system. Well, we can actually see there's one already there now, and this is the one that just signed up. So when I did that little test, I entered my name and email address, and I was sent the free download. I came into the system. So at this point you could have hundreds of names in here, thousands maybe, and what you're going to do next is you're going to actually market to them. So you're going to send out special offers which you can make a commission from. You can send out general emails about blog posts that you want them to read, and essentially you're just building up a relationship with your list. When you get people opting into your squeeze page, you want to build a relationship with them. So you can send them daily, monthly, weekly emails, or however you want to do it. You need to actually send them good stuff. Don't always try and sell them things. Try and send them some free stuff, some free ebooks, some free videos, or just direct them to an interesting website post, an article or something that you think they might find useful. Just provide the link so that they can read it. So don't always try and sell them things, because if you try and do that, then they'll soon unsubscribe from your list and you'll end up losing people. So the way to actually follow up with them and build a relationship is to log into your Aweber, and then you want to come up to the top here and click on messages, and you want to click follow up. You've also got broadcast, and this is where you can send a one-off email to your list. So perhaps you were promoting an affiliate product where you get a commission, and you say you've got a list of 1,000 subscribers or something like that. You can send out just one email immediately at any time and say, hey, check this out. I think this will be a good product for you. I highly recommend it. And this is a good way of making sales by sending out these one-off broadcasts. But for now, we're going to actually start to build our relationship with our lists. And the way to do that is to select follow up. And then you've got a choice of how the type of message that you want to send. So you've got plain text message, but if you click this, you've also got HTML message. Now the problem with the HTML message is that some email readers may not have this switched on, so the person may not see the message at all. So we know that plain text is always going to be read by all email readers. You know, it's like a notepad file. So I'd recommend to select plain text. And this is where we can insert our subject. So, you know, if you've actually got a box on your squeeze page where you capture their name, then you can personalize who the email is going to go out to. So at the beginning here, you can actually insert their name. So it will say something like, John, here are your 10 tips on video marketing. So the way to do that is just to click the personalize button here and select first name. And what I like to do is put a dash after that and put in the subject of the email. So something like that. Have you tried vlogging? You may find it useful. And this is where you actually type in the rest of your email, the main body part. And again, you can personalize it if you've captured their name. So I could put hi, then click this button here, and then insert the first name. Then put a comma. And now I can start to write out the email. So if I select one that I've already got and just paste it in here. So here it is. I'm basically just going to be directing them straight to an interesting post. And I put the link in here. And at the end you just put a quick ending. To your success, Paul Barnett. That's good enough. So at this point you can, if you're happy with everything there, one thing that might happen is when you're typing, you might find it goes off the page. And if it does happen, then you want to actually tidy it up a bit. So just click on this button here that says wrap lines, and that will tidy things up. So everything should be within the white box. It shouldn't spill over into this grey part. So if I just get rid of that stuff that I put in there. So at this point you can test and preview it, and you can send out a test message to yourself to make sure everything's looking fine. But I'm just going to click save. And then click on next. Now the interval is where you set the actual period that you want the emails to go out. So I could send this one day after the previous one. So if you just want it on the next day, each one, just keep putting 1 in there. If you want it for 2 days after your last email, then put 2 in there. So you've also got an option here for sending the message on certain days and times, but I've turned that off. But you could turn it on and just select the days and times here that you want the message to go out. And it's a good idea to leave click tracking on so that you can see how many clicks on that message you've got, and then click save and exit. And in here it's got that first message. So essentially you could have a string of messages in here. If you wanted to send one out every day for the whole year, then you'd have probably 365 emails in here. But you might just want to put in 5 or 10 just to test out your market.